How's it going, everyone? I'm Landan with LMR.com. In today's video, we're going to be showing you how to remove the fuel tank and pump from a 1998 to 2004 Mustang. All right, so the car we're going to be working with today is a 2002 Steeda Edition Mustang GT. This is a pretty cool car, but as you can see, it doesn't have an engine in it. We do have some neat plans for the car, so hopefully, as time goes on, you can see more of this car in the future. The steps that will be shown in this video will cover 1998 to 2004 Mustangs. There were a few differences throughout this year range, but the core removal steps is the same. A few differences you'll find is that 1998 Mustangs still utilize a return style fuel system, so you'll have an extra line to disconnect. You'll also find that some of the EVAP hoses and connections are a little different. Lastly, IRS equipped cars have a little less working space because of the IRS subframe. Before we get started with the removal process, I would like to go ahead and make note of a few things. The second thing that you need to do is make sure that you purchase a new filler neck grommet no matter what. Regardless of how careful you are, these can tear pretty easily, and it's best just to spend a little bit of money and have a brand new one on hand. A helpful tip before you do remove your fuel tank, you either want to use a siphon pump and get out as much fuel as possible, or if you're in a situation where you can drive the car, get as much fuel out as you can. Of course, be sure and check out the description for a list of tools and applicable torque specs. You want to start by opening the hood and disconnect the negative battery cable. Go ahead and put on some nitrile gloves and safety glasses. Locate the Schrader valve on the fuel rail. Remove the cap. Have some rags ready and use a small flathead screwdriver or similar tool to depress the valve. This will relieve any fuel pressure from the system. Now you can go ahead and support the car via a lift or get it as high and as safe as you can if you're going to be working off of jack stands. Position a drain pan underneath the fuel filter. Remove the two safety clips from the hard lines and filter. Loosen the clamp with an 8mm socket and position it out of the way. Remove the filter from the bracket. Use a fuel line disconnect tool and disconnect the line from the filter that is going to the front of the vehicle. Squeeze the connection for the EVAP hose near the filter and remove it. Disconnect the fuel pump electrical connection. When doing this, the connector may come out of the harness clip. If it doesn't, you'll want to remove the harness clip from the body. Position two jacks underneath the tank cover and lift them until they make contact with the cover. Loosen and remove the 13mm fuel tank strap bolt located at the rear on the passenger side. Loosen and remove the 13mm bolt at the front of the tank on the passenger side. Now you can remove the 13mm bolt at the front of the tank on the driver's side. When doing this, you'll want to hold the strap and then swing it down by hand. Remove the bolt securing the filler neck support to the tank. This one was missing. Lower the tank enough to expose the driver's side EVAP connections. Remove the hose with the clip first. The clip on this one was missing. Disconnect the rubber hose from the plastic hardline. On the passenger side, near the filler neck, use a flathead screwdriver to carefully remove the clip. Disconnect the line. Disconnect the rubber hose from the plastic hardline. Now you can begin lowering the tank just a little bit more. You'll want to remove the tank from the filler neck by pushing the tank towards the driver's side of the car. If it's needed, spray some WD-40 around the filler neck grommet to help it slide a little bit easier. Make sure you move the tank enough so that the tip of the filler neck isn't damaged. Once the neck is out of the tank, safely lower the tank to the ground. If you weren't able to get the fuel out of the tank, now would be a good time to do so. We just took the simple route and dumped it into a storage container intended for fuel. Place the fuel tank on a workbench. Blow away the debris from around the fuel pump assembly. Disconnect the electrical connection from the pressure transducer. Loosen and remove the 6 bolts with an 8mm socket. Use a pry tool and gently lift the pump mounting flange away from the tank. Resituate any hose or component, that way the 2 locking tabs are accessible. Squeeze the 2 locking tabs at the same time to remove the module from the tank by lifting up and out. Now to reinstall any of these components, you'll simply reverse the removal steps. After that, you're good to go. All right, folks, like any of our how-to videos, I hope this one has provided you with the information that you needed. If it did, consider liking the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. Till we see you in the next one, y'all know what to do. For all things SM95 and New Edge Mustang, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.